Merry Christmas! Christmas is here again! While Christmas is celebrated around the world, Japan has its very unique way of enjoying it. Today, I'll introduce you to Japan's surprising and fun Christmas traditions. By watching this video, you'll gain a deeper understanding of Japanese culture, so stick around! Before we start, a brief history of faith in Japan. 1. How Christmas came to Japan. In Japan, it's believed that the very first gods descended to earth around 660 BC and created the country. These gods then gave birth to countless other gods, forming a belief system where many deities protect Japan. These places of worship are called jinja in Japanese, or shrines in English. Around 500 AD, Buddhism arrived in Japan from China. At first, Japan's traditional gods and the Buddhist teachings about Buddha didn't get along very well. But over time, they merged and people began worshipping both. Buddhist temples called Tira in Japanese became central places for Buddhist practice. Christianity, however, didn't reach Japan until about 1500 AD, 1,000 years after Buddhism. Unfortunately, it faced harsh persecution for centuries, particularly during the Edo period. It wasn't until the late 1800s, when Japan began adopting Western culture, that Christmas finally started to take hold. But here's the thing, Christmas in Japan isn't about religion. It's more of a fun, festive event inspired by Western traditions. 2. Why Japanese people believe in many things. Japan's spiritual beliefs are pretty unique. People here tend to embrace multiple traditions without worrying about contradictions. Here's an interesting example. When they're born, Japanese people receive a blessing from the ancient gods of Shinto. When they get married, they often hold Christian-style weddings. When they pass away, their funerals are typically Buddhist. Surprising, right? It might seem strange, but over 70 of Japanese people follow this exact pattern. Born with Shinto, married with Christianity, buried with Buddhism. It's just how things are done in Japan. 5 unique things about Christmas in Japan. 1. Christmas is for couples. In Japan, Christmas isn't really about family. It's about romance. It's a day for couples to spend time together and make memories. If you don't have a partner, it can feel like you're missing out. That's why, starting in November, many people go on a mission to find a boyfriend or girlfriend in time for Christmas. On Christmas Eve, restaurants and hotels are packed with romantic reservations. Interestingly, a lot of couples end up breaking up by February. 2. Santa Claus is just a gift giver. In Japan, Santa Claus is simply someone who brings presents to kids. There's no strong association with charity or helping the less fortunate. Also, since Japanese homes traditionally don't have chimneys, Santa doesn't climb down through one, he just walks in through the front door. He leaves gifts right at the head of sleeping children. For couples, their partner often becomes their Santa Claus. Some people even date multiple partners in December just to get more gifts. 3. Christmas dinner fried chicken? What comes to mind when you think of Christmas dinner? For many of you, it's probably turkey. But in Japan, the most popular Christmas food is chicken, specifically KFC. Believe it or not, Christmas is the busiest day of the year for KFC in Japan. Fried chicken is the ultimate Christmas feast, and it's even ranked as the most popular Christmas meal here. And don't forget dessert. Another Christmas staple is sponge cake topped with whipped cream and strawberries. 4. Christmas is big business. In Japan, Christmas has a strong commercial side. Shopping malls, train stations, and tourist spots all light up with dazzling illuminations. If you're visiting Japan during this season, you're in for a treat. The Christmas decorations and light displays are absolutely magical. Be sure to check them out. 5. A quick switch from Christmas to New Year. Here's something fascinating on December 25th. Christmas is everywhere, but by the morning of December 26th, poof, it's all gone. The Christmas decorations are replaced overnight with traditional Japanese New Year ornaments like kadomatsu and shamikazari, which honor Japan's ancient gods. At midnight on January 1st, temples across Japan ring their bells 108 times in a ceremony called joyous. The bells symbolize the purification of human desires and mark the start of a new year. If you're in Japan for New Year's, you absolutely have to experience this beautiful tradition. Then, once the new year begins, Japanese people visit shrines or temples for Hatsumode, the first prayer of the year. They pray for good health, happiness, and success. New Year's is the busiest and most festive time of year for shrines and temples, so don't miss it if you're here. Conclusion. So, what do you think? Modern Japanese people follow a mix of Shinto, Buddhist, and Christian traditions. To some, this might seem strange or like a lack of faith, but in Japan, being open to many beliefs is a way of life. Maybe that's one reason why Japan is one of the safest and most peaceful countries in the world. I hope you enjoyed learning about Japan's unique Christmas traditions. Wishing you all a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas! And hey, thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. More exciting videos about Japan are on the way, so stay tuned. See you in the next video!